worldwide coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a win against the Golden State Warriors.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the three ball the way they did in that one.
Oh, yeah. Once they started hitting, it was like an avalanche, even as the defense extended farther and farther out.
Now Sacramento starting five. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. On the wings, Hield and Bogdanovich. And it's Fox in at the point.
Oh, man, such an athletic 7-foot Willie Cauley-Stein. Now, look, he's improving his game. He fits that prototype of a mobile shot blocker who finishes around the rim.
Now, here's Fox. Hield can't hit. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Dave Yeager for a minute. He told me this is a fun night trying to slow down a team that's so smart and opportunistic. He said, look, we've scouted them, but this is the first time we've actually seen them this season. So it will be interesting to see if we can disrupt their offense and slow them down just a little bit. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off if the defense isn't solid through and through.
It's also going to be about rebounding, hitting the defensive boards hard and limiting them to one shot, but you got to finish it off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The Rockets with another miss.
Not getting anything to fall here early. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Bagley dishes to Fox, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got his first bucket of the night.
It's good seeing Fox work his magic down there, looking unafraid, even though he's not the biggest of guys.
Carter Williams kicks to Anderson, and he gets it to go.
And when he squares up, his height makes him a tough assignment.
Yeah, even when you get a hand up, it's hard to really affect his shot.
Now here's Hield. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Polished offensive player. Bogdanovich has a nice-looking mid-range shot, and it just continues to get better.
And Anthony gets it to go.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. And he banks in the layup. Bagley's got his first 2 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Rockets trail by 6.
Well, Kevin, the Western Conference Finals, I mean, the Rockets had the Warriors right where they wanted them. But due to the injury of Chris Paul, I mean, they helped open the door for the Dubs, but you got to play who's in front of you, and they won the last 2 games to take the series.
How about the quickness of that release from Anderson on that triple? What a quick trigger. And to have a big man with his kind of accuracy from deep, it's a nice weapon to have.
Now here's Hield. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. 5 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Bagley, no good. And had they advanced to the finals, Chris, the Rockets would have been favored. Is it hard to bounce back when you felt so close to winning a title?
I mean, it can haunt you, but it also inspires you. Because you know there's things you can work on and you can get right back. Winning a title this year should go a long way towards soothing that pain.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over this stretch. They really need to refocus here.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Smith comes in for Anderson. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Green in for Eric Gordon. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kufis checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Randolph comes in for Bagley. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. On defense, the Rockets. Here's Farrell. Here's the teardrop. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Green kicks to Nene. Pass to Carter Williams. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Green gets it to go. Chris, of current players who could eventually become coaches, who would you put in that category? There are a lot of brilliant guys that play this game, think the game through so well.
Chris Paul, Ariza, those guys come to mind for some reason to me. Klay Thompson,
yes,
he comes to mind. And I don't know if it's the personality that I see these guys in or if it's the way that they approach the game. But, yeah, those guys come to mind. I definitely can see them taking the game to another level once their playing days end.
And Houston again with the bucket.
No matter what, he's always going to be one of the most dangerous men on the court.
The Kings trailing. Healed the pass to Randall. Bjelica lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Kufis with the block. And he recovers it. Smith for three. Rebound by the Kings. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Yeah, and it might not be the rivalry that a lot of the conference matchups are, but who knows? Maybe this is the year it heats up a little bit.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Farrell, Randolph. Rebound by Smith. Rockets have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. They get it back outside for Carter Williams. From deep, Green. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Farrell. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. With 2 seconds left. And he overshot that one, missing. We come back right after this. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Buddy Hield is out there with Farrell. Then there's Kufis. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Bjelica in at the 3 spot.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Even as the team rebuilds, business booming for the Kings. Chris, ticket sales, sponsorships, you name it.
Well, the fans are doing their part to make this team a winner. You can bet that.
Houston leading by 3. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role, providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. Sacramento with the ball. After the Rockets pick up 3. 5 on the clock. Up again. It's good on the putback.
One of the most voracious offensive rebounders of his generation. Randolph always in pursuit.
Right side, Green. Nene up top. And Kosta Kufis picks up a foul. That's his first foul. Houston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Sacramento. Shots good by Green.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
That's because he's finding his spots. No hesitation. You can sense his confidence.
Now here's Randolph. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Randolph against Nene. Shot by Gordon, wide open. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. It's Bjelica. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
For the Kings, they're trying to create some continuity. I mean, the coaching and the front office positions are now signed through 2020. They say there's a unified vision on getting back to the playoffs.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Anthony comes in for P.J. Tucker. Sacramento also making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Koufos. Bagley comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Bogdanovich in for Farrell. And the Kings have built a solid front office, and they're sticking with the plan as Coach Yeager is now in his 3rd season.
Well, stability is crucial. I mean, we remember the debacle before Coach came in. I mean, you want to hire good people and empower them to do some great things.
16 feet away, and it's Gordon missing. The Kings trail by 7. Down low, Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting it.
On the wing, Gordon. Over Bogdanovich, and it's Gordon missing. The Kings have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the 2nd quarter. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Anderson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. About 3 minutes played so far in this 2nd quarter. Fox kicks to Bagley. Over Anderson. And it's Bagley that time on the assist by Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Gordon with another miss.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Basket good. And now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now, offense. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Green, the pass to Gordon. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
About Bogdanovich's skill level is tremendous. He can handle, pass. I mean, as we saw with the Rising Stars game last season, he shoots with deep range.
And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And the Rockets making a change here. Smith is checked in. Outside, Green. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Sacramento leading by 3. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Fires from deep. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And Green puts up a deep 3. That 3 off the mark.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What will the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Sacramento making some changes. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bielitsa. And Farrell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Green kicks to Anderson. Over Bagley. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Anderson.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Cauley Stein. Last game we saw him score 13. And the shot goes down.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Outside Gordon. And it's Smith, top of the key. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. He can't hit that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way.
He's dragged them down with his performance today. I mean, a whole lot of zeros from him on the stat sheet.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
You know, an all-around threat with a promising future. I mean, Bogdanovich has the tools and the drive. He can be a solid player in this league for many years.
Smith kicks to Anderson. Hits it from three-point range. Anderson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now, this is what I love, how Anderson is ready to shoot even before he gets the ball. His confidence is through the roof right now.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. Defensively and offensively, they improved quite a bit in the second quarter. And they've got a nice 8-point halftime lead to show for it. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing? And that's a wrap.
Welcome back to the Toyota Center, everyone. That's a look at our broadcast location tonight here in downtown Houston, Texas. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. We've seen Gerald Green really having a great game.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Anderson is the 4 with Capella at the 5. Carter Williams is out there with Gordon. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Pass to Bagley. Over Anderson. Bagley, no good. Rockets trail by 6. Takes the 3. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Carter Williams. Anderson's got 16. Well, in recent years, C-Web players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
But think about it. Embiid and Westbrook both come close. So Westbrook comes close to anything with the double at the end of it. Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem, the Dream Olajuwon did it, but you think about it. You're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive. Yeah.
Healed against Gordon. Here's Bagley. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. That's tipped.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Outstanding at taking it to the cup. Now look, when Bogdanovich is in attack mode, it's great to watch.
Timeout called the Rockets. And Bogdan Bogdanovich, Greg, a highly decorated player internationally. Multiple silver medals with the Serbian national team, a EuroLeague champion back in 2017.
Yeah, I mean, he's a talented player, very skilled, and at 6'6" can play either guard spot. Great shooter. I think he's one to watch.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Nene comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Anthony. Here's Fox. And the rebound goes to Nene.
Now, you can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now just a 1-point Sacramento lead.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Hield outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Hield's got his second basket of the game.
I like how Hield gets solid positioning inside. A terrific score close to the basket.
Carter Williams, the pass to Tucker. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Fox. He has 6. There's the pick. Pass to Bagley. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Offline with the baseline jumper.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Tucker. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
And some changes here for the Kings. Zach Randolph's checked in for Bagley. Bielitsa comes in for Bogdanovich. And Farrell subbed in for Hield. Here's Farrell, defended by Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Farrell kicks to Koufos. The 10-footer. And the bank shot is good. Koufos has got his second bucket of the night.
Bad matchup for the defense, no doubt about it. Doesn't have the height to influence the shot there. Never mind blocking.
There's the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, downright lethal in transition. Once Fox gets a step on you, it's pretty much over.
Get the look at the Rockets organization, Chris. One of the best run teams people think in this league.
Oh, definitely. I mean, over a decade of winning basketball, they find ways to win, and they won't be satisfied till they win it all.
And it's Gordon missing. So for the Kings, they come in off the loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
Tough to win games like that on the road, even with all the great work they did.
Fox, no good.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
The Rockets with another miss.
He's the key if they're going to make a run. He's been way off this quarter.
Here's Bielitsa, guarded by Tucker. Bielitsa misses. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And the basket by Gordon.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters.
The pass to Fox. Randolph sets a screen for Fox. From down in the low post, it goes. Fox has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependent.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. And Fox with a clear path to the basket.
Evolving right before our eyes. When Fox puts it all together, it's so fun to watch.
Tucker, the pass to Carter Williams. Capella, high post. Outside Gordon. Launches it. And another 3 for Houston. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. Inside, it's Zebo and Cauley-Stein. And it's Bielitsa in at the small forward position. Randolph a screen. Fox kicks to Bielitsa. 4 on the shot clock. Hield on the mark with the 15-footer. Hield's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Sacramento. Pass to Carter-Williams. And here's Smith. Guarded by Fox. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Green gets it to go.
And he has the chops for this. Raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
And Cauley-Stein has it in the corner. With some arc. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. It's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
From deep, Green. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been 3? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Hield, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. There's Green with the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. We've seen Gerald Green really having a great game.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing from long range.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Bagley, he's checked in for Sacramento. Bogdanovich comes in for Bielitsa. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen to Dave Yeager's huddle with his team. With them getting outshot from the perimeter, he told them we have got to defend the three-point line. Those threes are destroying us. We'll see if they can tighten it up, Kevin.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give them much of anything in the first half.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Sacramento with the ball. Kings have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Floats one up. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's 8 points for Marvin Bagley.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
You can see Cauley-Stein starting to put it all together. Hopefully he begins to do this on a more consistent basis.
Carter-Williams kicks to Smith. From deep, Green. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Once Fox has some speed behind him, it's a wrap. I mean, he's superb at using it to dunk.
Over in the corner, Green. Outside, Anthony. Cauley-Stein against Smith. And here's Green outside. Rebound by the Kings. Cauley-Stein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bogdanovich passes to Hield. Smith with the defensive effort. The Rockets trail. Green kicks to Anthony. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Anderson. And the 3-ball is good. Anderson's got 19 points.
Well, they trust Anderson in these situations, Kevin. A primetime scorer. He loves being the go-to guy in these situations.
Fox passes to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Stepping up, Bagley lives to compete. He wants the ball when the game is on the line.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, De'Aaron Fox.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Gordon in for Green. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
The kick out to Anderson. Rockets working now with a fresh shot clock. It's up a three, and no good. Outside Anthony, from the arc, bangs home the trifecta. And the Rockets lead by 2.
But this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks and stacks and stacks. They're looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there. Embracing the spotlight. But it's a big possession. It's fun seeing Parker come alive and deliver.
Down low, it's going by Hield. And now the fast break, Fox with the ball. And it's Fox with the jam. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Gordon kicks to Anderson. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hield can't hit. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50% from 11 feet away. Here's Capella. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Showing why he wants to take on more responsibility, Kevin. I mean, Capella's competitiveness in these big moments, admirable.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
We want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Over to the wing. Here's Anderson. That one wide left. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
A floater. It's in!
Well, we've seen this before from Fox. His ability to score in tight spots. I mean, it's simply incredible.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And here's Anderson from the arc. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
What sticks out about Fox is his speed. He's one of the fastest guys in the game at both ends of the floor.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They trail by 5. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
Well, do you go with your rhythm? You have to decide, do you run something new, something that's been working, something they haven't seen?
A three from Anderson. Sacramento grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Yeah, it's obvious that Hield is a talented player. Whether he takes that next leap to stardom, that's up to him.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The three from Anthony. Laces one from 3. And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David